Hi, my name is Felix. I'm a content creator on TikTok and I make movie content, and I'm a huge fan of both of you.
Hello,
thank
Felix.
you.
Nice to meet you.
There are some impressive stunts in this film. How would you both compare the stunt work in something like this to something like Furiosa or Top Gun Maverick?
I mean, I think yours was pretty different.
Well, there,
You were-
yeah, I was never flying a plane in this one, so that's pretty much
The G's were
yeah,
significantly
there were
better.
no- But similarly, like I'm in a harness a lot, and
Yeah.
when you're in military aviation, you're wearing you're strapped in
A lot of gear.
a lot of gear.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say pretty similarly to Furiosa, actually, but this movie has surprisingly very little CGI. They built a lot of the sets, so probably on this movie, it was just the variety of different things that we got to do. There were definite sections where it's like, this is the water tank section. This is the you're being dragged by a horse by your ankle period of time.
You were covered in more dirt.
I
in
was
Mad
so,
Max.
yeah, I had 7 layers of dirt for Mad Max. This was less,
Yes.
yeah.
Talking about the look of the monsters in this movie is super unique and you can really feel the practicality of it. Also, a world like this and the creatures it inhabits always tell a bigger story, I think. How much work went into defining their look and what does it mean to you as actors to get to interact with real sets?
It's amazing.
Man, it's really, yeah, I mean, it's really more of a question for Scott and the makeup department and you know, with the prosthetics. But I know that when they first brought, I'll use your word, one of the monsters for us to see, it was so impressive. And I was just like, I was like, do you need a water? Because I think, you know, it's like 8 hours
Yeah.
of prosthetics. And for us,
8
when you're
hours
able
of
to interact
prosthetics
with,
to then jump into a fight sequence.
yeah,
Like to then
that's-
go again and again and again, and they were really, really good sports.
It's a lot
about
of
it.
latex, baby.
Yeah.
Amazing. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross gave this movie an amazingly eerie score. In your opinion, how does a movie score elevate the performance for yourself when you watch the movie?
Oh, so much.
Yeah,
I think so much. Like I've seen rough cuts of movies that I've been in, and I'm like, this scene does not work. And then they add some violins, and I'm
you're
like,
like,
this is the
"This
best
is
scene I've
amazing."
ever seen in my life. But it's sight and sound. That is the art of film. Is sight and sound. And so we're so lucky to have those
Yeah.
guys on this.
Completely. And in terms of the songs that weren't created for the movie but do play in the movie, that's also really helpful because oftentimes you'll hear a song be put on something where you're like, if I'd known it was going to be that, I would have done something different. And so to have the playlist of the songs that were going to be in this movie and to know what you're dancing to, reacting to, it just gives you so much extra to play with.
Oh, wow, interesting. The movie to me is about the importance of human connection, and both of your characters do a lot and get very creative to get in touch and connect to each other. Is there a moment in your life where you felt disconnected and needed to reestablish a connection to someone?
Yeah. I think this job, if you're not careful, can be quite lonely because your purpose is to create these different worlds with a set group of people, and then that world gets dismantled after a certain period of time. So I think it's important to make sure that wherever you're going, you have like a solid connection to your real home and your real life. Because yeah, I can definitely be not great at the phone.
I love that. Thank you so much. That's my time. Have a
Okay.
wonderful day, and I really enjoyed the movie.
Oh,
Thank
thank
you.
you.